Did you hear about that one time that Paul got the gout?
Welcome to the Bass and Brews podcast, your weekly distraction from other high-quality podcasts. And now, your host, Alex from Swamp Rat Fishing, and the co-hostess with the mostest, the Jabberhammer, Paul Roberts.
I like how you've evolved that with the Stone Cold Steve Austin, glass breaking and the Heyo. I really appreciate
Bass
the
and
effort.
Brews. That's the Bass and Brews glass shattering. Stone Cold Steve Austin is an old man, is not relevant anymore, and we're superstars.
All right. I thought we pissed off enough people in the fishing world, so now we're going to stretch out to professional wrestling. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, look, if one of them wants to come to the house and try to beat me up, we'll videotape it and we'll become best friends. And then I'll Stone Cold Steve Austin them into my kayak and garage door. And then we'll drink White Claw surges until we can't stand up.
It sounds like you've had a few of those slurges already, which always is going to make for a fun show. And speaking of a fun show,
I'm only halfway down one right now because work was a biatch today.
Well, you know what the best thing about your work story is? Nobody gives a fuck how your work day was, Paul. They're here for the guests, not for us.
My God. His shirt has Tiny2Polez on it. Is that a reference to your two little legs, Alex?
That's right. After much time of you guys requesting one of both me and Paul's favorite creators on TikTok, we've got Tiny2Polez. Tiny, how are you, brother?
What's going on, guys? Man, I'm having a good time, dude. I'm just thrilled to be here, dude. I feel honored, to be honest with you. Honored.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting gonorrhea. That's kind of like being on the Bass and Brews. Like you're you have a real fun time getting the disease. It's just the after effect where you're gonna have issues.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be my first time, dude. It's just a couple pills. You'll be all right. We'll all be all right. It's not one of the bad ones.
I'm not sure if there's medication that fixes Bass and Brews guests after they've been on. I'm pretty sure you have it for life.
I've got two of the worst STDs you can get, bro. One's 13, one's 12, and the other's 15. Okay.
There we go.
So
hey,
those are the ones that keep giving.
Are you casting a lure in your living room?
Yeah. You see the water, don't? Can you see the water from where you're at?
Yeah, but
you see the bird?
Yeah,
you see the bird?
Did you paint that?
Yes, sir, I did.
You're an artist.
I tried. Look, we even got crabs, man. I don't know where you guys are from, but if you don't got crabs on the dock, then you're just not from Florida of the North.
Do you mean, did you get crabs on the dock or do you have crabs on the dock?
Depends on which dock you're at. If you're in Princess Anne, it's possible to get crabs in general places. I think I spelled genital wrong. I'm just saying that, it depends on what town you're in, really. It depends on what town you're in.
Listen, if you guys don't know who Tiny is, you can find him on TikTok. It's Tiny, the number 2, Polez with a Z.
I got one.
Like Alex's 2 short legs.
Tiny
2 legs.
Tiny
2 legs.
Oh, it's just a dink, though.
Oh, my God. He caught a fish.
It's a little dink. All right. Hey, that's not bad.
Where that fish at?
In the water.
Oh, in the water.
Well, I thought we went through this. All right, I'm going to release this. Sorry, guys.
For those listening and not watching, he just pulled a live fish
out
from somewhere underneath his feet on camera. I mean, it was a live fish. I saw his eyes blink.
4 minutes in, I gotta mark that one down for the old ticky tacks. But again, if you guys don't know him, when I first started pumping the Bass and Brews page, you were one of the first hashtag fish talk accounts I saw, and I fucking love your energy. I love that you are bringing a lot of comedy to this whole thing, not being uber serious about it, and it's fucking so genuine and amazing, and I appreciate you doing the content. Hopefully, listeners, if you don't know who he is, go follow him again on the TikTok, Tiny2Polez with a Z.
Hey, Tiny, let's start this podcast right now by you doing your intro that you do to your TikTok videos.
Or what do you mean? Like the what's up TikTok? It's your boy Tiny.
There it is, certified. That's one of those like quintessential sounds, especially to fish talk, right? That's up there with the drum beat of Pornhub. You giving that intro.
What? You guys are making me blush.
Well, I mean, you're too handsome not to.
Oh, I hope you guys are watching. He ain't lying. I just like to fish, man. And I like to tell jokes. I ruined it for my kids because when I was younger, I was more about catching the fish than experiencing the fish. And now they don't want to fish. And so like any fucking kid can I cuss?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Fuck no.
Oh, cool.
On this damn show. The fuck's wrong with you?
So any kid that walks by, man, if I've got one, I'm like, bro, reel this in, I'm trying to like relive what I already fucked up. So when my kids were little and I took them fishing, I was like, you got to be serious. We're here to catch fish, like most people's grandpas, because that's where we learned, right? And so one time I hooked into had to have been a 30-pound carp, and the hook shot past me. The thing is like literally banked on the water he's on the bank. He's flopping. The kids are like 2 foot away from it. I'm like, grab him. And they're like, bro, it's a shark. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. And so the biggest carp I ever seen in my life just flops off. And I'm like, come on, bro. Let's go home. We're going home. And so ever since then, they're just like, Dad, we don't like fishing. You're an asshole. Be honest. And these guys are 8, so they're just like, nah, fuck it. We'll play video games. Have fun, Dad.
It's a shark. Daddy called a shark.
Well, how did you get started in fishing? You've been fishing your whole life? You kind of said.
Yeah, so like most people, grandparents kind of did the babysitting while mom and dad went to work, and grandpa was a cane pole and a cricket, and that's how we rolled. Sometimes we had like a little split shot there, and that was back in the day when you open your split shot with your teeth because lead poisoning cared. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we're all men here. Even
the ladies.
So, that was literally grandpa's thing. Like walking down to the dock, the same thing I say to my kids, my grandfather said to me, walking down to the dock, listen, when we get to the end of this dock, we're all men here. And I'm like, can we cuss? He's like, fuck yeah, we can. As soon as we get there, bud. Soon as we fucking get there. So I say the same thing to my kids too when we go fishing. Like, bro, we're all men when we go fishing. So have at it.
Well, and just so you know, on Bass and Brews, we're all men here, so feel free to cuss.
we can open split shots with our teeth. Let's go.
Let's go. I never opened a split shot with my teeth, but I always clamped it on the line with my teeth.
Well, there you go. Well, what do you do when you're like, what do you do when you're like, hey, I'm done bluegill fishing, I'm switching over to bass? Oh, let me guess, you have 2 different rods for that, right?
Honey, I'm not a peasant. So yeah, if I'm switching from brim fishing to bass fishing, I grab another pole. Matter of fact, I have brim fishing poles and bass fishing poles because, I'm not a peasant.
I got you.
I'm a king.
I'm a 2-pole kind of guy. I don't know if you could tell. Like I got 2 poles. I got one
Alex.
for this, and
they're called his legs. They're 2 tiny poles. Look, Alex. Hey, believe it or not, right now, Alex is standing up at a sit-down desk.
You motherfucker.
Oh, shit. So how tall do you guys think I am? Because I have been told many a times that I look short. Maybe it's because my catfish are huge. I don't know.
I think I've actually never seen your legs, so I think, especially from the view that we have right now, and it's no offense to anybody, but I just think you're in a wheelchair, so not that tall, about 3 foot.
Hey, I'm gonna lead this off with 2 of the other Maryland people we know well. One of them being Scuba Steve, and he's like 7 foot, or he's like 6'12",
Yeah.
And
6'12",
well, he's not that tall, but he's super tall. So I'm going to say you're 6'3".
6'3". I'm 6'1.5".
Nailed it.
What's
Paul,
that
Paul,
in
that's when you
centimeters?
hit the clap. That's when you
That
hit the clap.
is 492 centimeters.
That can't be right.
Listen, I once ate a bagel with locks on it, and I can do math.
So
I'm
now
almost
you're
Jewish.
European.
Were
I'm
they
almost
master
Jewish.
locks? What kind of locks were they?
They were master locks, I think.
I don't fucking you and Paul together. It's gonna be a long show. You guys are the most absurd. I have like the hardest. My beard is gonna turn fully white as we're continuing on.
I hope Alex isn't drinking tonight, or he's.
So is there like a point list? Do we have like questions that we have to like cover from
No.
audience members? Like,
No.
oh well, shit, I got one. I got
All
one.
right.
I got one. Hold on. I got a fish. Hold on. Okay, my question is the most important question: is do dinks matter?
Oh my God! You got another fish.
It's got another. Yeah, dinks matter. I mean,
Like,
that's a
so like
that's
if
big.
you're out there and you're like, hey, I caught 21 fish. Is this like 7 or 8, or could this be 15, or is this like just throw it on a hook and catch another fish?
That's
Yeah,
big.
I'm not counting that fish.
Nope.
Even though that's the 2 tournaments I fished, that's the fish that I've caught. But yeah, I ain't counting that fish.
Oh, Alex, are you counting this? Is this a no
Nope.
skunk?
Nope. Listen, we're all men here. Don't be a bitch.
I think everyone. I'm not gonna weigh it, but I think it should go in the number. Like I caught 5, and this was 3, and she was a hungry 3.
Can
Y'all,
you imagine?
He is holding up about a 4 or 5 inch live bass that somehow he pulled out from under his.
It's in the
living room.
water, bro. You see it. It's behind me. I don't
So
know
if that was in the water behind you, that damn blue heron would have ate it.
Can you
She's
imagine?
trained. She's got one of those Chinese rings around her neck.
Can you imagine if somebody showed up at like one of these like Bassmaster weigh-ins and like they said fuck the size limit and they got the weigh-in bag and they show up and they get up there and they just hold like 2 tiny ones and they're just like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so listen, if someone were to sponsor me to go to I would show up with those 2 fish among my 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I would throw away 2 2-pounders just to take those in so I can lose this motherfucker the right way. Like, yeah, boy, I got this on a, God forbid you name that person's lure
Yeah.
from anywhere.
No, what you do is you say, I got this on an Alabama rig. I was using it as bait. Didn't catch anything. So it's in the pot now.
And then you throw.
I caught them both at the same time, though.
And then you throw them into the crowd.
Crowd surfing.
Hold on.
Bass.
I don't really watch bass fishing.
Yeah.
You guys don't eat those at the end of the contest?
No, but I do have a funny story. So the Coast Guard,
they used to. Hey,
They
when
used
bass
to.
fishing first started, it used to be like 15 was the limit. And at the end of the fishing tournament, they take them bastards home and eat them. Ray Scott, when he started bass, is when they started to catch and release.
When the participation trophy came out, they gave they were like, new rules, guys, new rules.
So
Yeah, and all the people that were too poor to buy food started going home hungry because they had to throw all their fish back.
They're like,
So-
man, I paid $50 in here to go to the grocery store.
the Coast Guard runs a tournament every year on Kissimmee, and I knew this. You got to do a bunch of qualifiers, and they're actually like good sticks that go. And there's 2 guys from my unit that ended up going. And when they showed up the next week, I asked like, "Hey, how'd it go?" The one guy was really pissed at this other guy. I won't mention any names, but the first day they caught him. They caught. He just went to go piss. They caught him. They caught. I think they had like. I think it was like 5 for 6 pounds, 6 pounds a pop. Like they had a 30-pound bag. It was excellent. And they weighed in, and the guy took the bag, went directly to somebody had a grill going and flopped these fucking bass on the grill and started grilling them at the tournament directly from weigh in, had a little interview, threw them on. They instantly got disqualified because I guess that was in the rules. Yeah, this dude spent all this money to go down there. It was fucking hilarious. But listen, if you want to eat bass, we'll talk about that later. That's, you know.
I think they're gross.
Yeah, you don't like them?
No, we're gonna have to talk.
I mean, you're a big catfish later. Like,
oh yes.
What kind of catfish y'all got up there you catch?
Freshwater flounder. That's what I like to call them. River rhinos.
No, they are delicious. Catfish are delicious, and I don't care what people say. That dark piece of meat people cut off and throw away is just as delicious. It's like the thigh of a chicken. The dark meat on catfish is the thigh of a catfish.
Right. Let's go. Hey, look, I have eaten the belly more than on one occasion. Like,
what do you mean eat the belly?
What's that?
What do you mean eat the belly? Like the guts?
The belly meat on a catfish. It's like lobster. Oh, it's delicious. It just sits there and does nothing. It's so soft. There's no real muscle movement. So it's the best part, bro. It's a lot of work, though.
Yeah. Sounds like an old man's pecker.
Yeah. Exactly the same.
So soft, just sit there, no muscle movement, doesn't do anything.
Nope.
We're all gonna if we're lucky, we're all gonna reach
you'll fish Alex for everything. I'm talking right over you, Paul.
Go ahead.
Yep. I will fish for sharks. We'll go for bass, snakeheads. I just got a nice little snakehead rod from my boy KD. Can I plug my pros?
Yeah, dude.
KD Rods, baby. Let's go.
I got a rod from him too.
You got a rod from that guy?
Yeah, dude. He made me a
the bumblebee. I see that.
Shout out to him. It's amazing. And I know he's just trying to protect the investment and the piece of art that he made, but my man, it took me at least 2 hours to get that motherfucker out of the wrapping.
Yeah, I made a video about it.
He don't fuck around with the bubble wrap.
No, he doesn't.
Hey,
bubble wrap, the ram wrap, and it's like he pro staffs for cling wrap or something because he's got a lot of it, bro.
It's
a lot of it.
Like at one point,
it's like he don't pay for it.
No, and this thing's like beautiful, and I'm looking at it, but there's still like 5 sections that still have bubble wrap, and I'm like, fuck. I had to take a break halfway through to go get a beer and a smoke to come back and then try to cut that thing out.
Let's go. That's hilarious.
Hey,
yeah.
All these fish you catching, where you live at? Where you from? Be catching it's from saltwater to snakehead to basses.
Man, it's not a joke. I live in Florida of the North. I'm on the Maryland Peninsula. 30 minutes to the left of me is the Chesapeake Bay. 40 minutes to the right of me is Chickateague, the ocean. There's all this fresh. Walmart has a pond. Home Depot has a pond. Snakeheads you can catch in a ditch. You don't need a pond for that. They come and go with the tide. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's bananas out here. Like I catch bull minnows in one creek. I go to the other and I can catch like freshwater shiners. So
what the hell is a bull minnow?
It is a saltwater. It's a brackish water minnow.
And like, I think it sounds like
what does it turn into? I don't know. It's always bait. I never seen a big one.
What does it taste like?
What's that?
What does it taste like?
I would say it tastes like earthworm, to be honest with you. If you chew it. If you swallow straight, it's oyster. You know?
She said.
Yeah. It's better not to hit the dingle hopper, but she probably told you that too.
Yeah, maybe.
The dingle dangly back there.
Wet wipes eliminate dingle hoppers.
Left or right?
Dingle hoppers, especially.
Oh.
Yeah,
but this is a dangle. This ain't a dingle hopper. It's a dangle. You spelled totally different. I can't spell it for you, but
it's not even dingle. It's dingleberry.
Right? Yeah.
It's a berry caught in your ass bush.
That's a dingle. Yeah. And he wanted me to wipe my throat with a dude wipe. Did you hear him?
I heard it.
Hey, they have a minty flavored dude wipe.
I'm I'm
is a
trying
real
to.
thing. That is a real thing. And I'm like, who wants mint freshness up their asshole?
I could just see Paul just chewing, just like, and then I'm, hey, bro, you got any more gum? He's like, it's a dude white. Fuck. See, it
Hey,
worked.
if it's good enough to clean you, if it's good enough to clean your blue knot, it'll make you. It's good enough to clean your mouth.
My mom always did tell me don't put your dick where you wouldn't put your mouth. So
Oh boy, that's man,
Hey,
that's
snakeheads.
a lot of failed,
Snakeheads.
failed knowledge on
Do,
my end.
do you eat the snakeheads you catch? Because I've seen people and
yes,
talk to people that eat them up and say they are one of the best fish they've ever had.
the first snakehead I caught, I kept her for a couple weeks for show and tell on TikTok live. I have a really big bait tank in my garage.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So so we keep them for a little while and then we eat them. Play show and tell.
Hold up, time out. So you do it like people catch wild hogs and bring them home and corn feed them for a few weeks and get them a little bit fattened up. You do that with your fish.
Sometimes.
Do you name them?
Yeah. But they're breakfast, lunch, dinner. Something funny.
Yeah.
Taco is a very common name
Taco
for fish
1,
that
Taco
get fat
2,
farmed.
Taco 3, Taco
Look.
4.
Yeah.
In the country, the best tasting animals you got that you raise and eat are the ones you name, like Peter and Angela. Like when you name your chickens and your pigs and your goats and your rabbits and shit, when you name them, they taste better when you cook them.
So can I ask you a question? Do you name all yours after like ex-wives? I'm just like, I was wondering because it sounded like we were going in a direction. I usually pick characters from my favorite shows like Game of Thrones and stuff.
Okay.
Like I got a chicken out there named Jamie Lannister who's got like 1 foot.
I was about to say he's got one wing, right? 1 foot, huh? Just going around.
I mean, she makes it happen, She's still laying eggs. I ain't gonna cut her head off till.
Oh yeah. Well, you look, when they quit laying eggs, it's time to fry them up.
Yes, sir.
I was always taught never to name them, and that was because my mom told this story about how she pissed off my grandmother one time. Then my mom went to school. She came home. My grandmother said, "I'm really sorry. We shouldn't have had that fight. I made you something to eat." And my mom's eating this stew. And she goes, "Well, what is this?" And she goes, "These are your fucking rabbits, you little bitch." And she had cooked and stewed her rabbits. Yeah. My grandmother, God rest her soul, she's one of the best people ever. Until you crossed her. And
and then she cooks your guinea pigs.
Yeah, she cooked up all and only the rabbits that my mom named. Like she was vindictive about it.
Wow.
I have 4,000 questions.
Yeah.
One is oh shit, I forgot the one I really wanted to ask.
We had 4,000 and now we can't ask her a single one of them.
Oh man. All right. I lost them. 4,000 questions. So your grandmother cooked, were there multiple rabbits? Like you guys had like a rabbit farm?
Yeah. So they had at one point, so I'm originally from Washington State. Everybody on the show knows that, but you don't. And they lived out in Gig Harbor, which is this little island down by Tacoma, Washington. And they lived on about 10 acres out there. So we had sheep, rabbits, chickens, the whole gamut. So yeah, they had a big rabbit pen. What started with 2 rabbits ended up turning into like 30 rabbits.
Rabbits will do that.
Yep. And my grandmother picked through all the ones that my mom had named. And
okay, I remember my number one question.
Yeah.
Was your great grandma or was your grandma in the mob? Like was she like in a relocation program that they shipped her out to Washington and she was like, "You fuck with me, I'll cook you fucking rabbits."
You'll be up in the stew. No, she was just this wonderful Depression era lady from Calgary, Canada. And she married a GI, got sent to the United States, and she was one of those old school grandmas who I never saw her in real clothes. Like I don't have any memory of that. What I do have a memory is the house moo-moo, but it would be like with boots,
full dress. Yeah,
never like pants or anything like that. This
also makes a lot of sense. Alex is fucking Canadian.
I'm not
this
Canadian.
Makes sense now.
I'm not.
Your
Canadian.
grandma's from Canada.
I mean, you have a Canadian flag in the background. Hey, so last question. It's like
Who does?
Definitely third on my list. So
Who
like
does?
my wife is a pit bull, and sometimes I can be like a little bit more aggressive than she can because I'm like the male figure. So it was like your grandpa Hulk Hogan to like be able to manhandle this murderous
Yeah,
woman. Like he
Grandpa.
would have to.
Yeah, no, Grandpa did 35 years as a Green Beret. He did
Oh yeah, he was a manimal.
double-digit tours in Vietnam. Like he is,
Oh yeah, that Agent Orange
and
made
here's
him
the
a
crazy thing.
manimal. Okay.
He is still around. He still smokes a pack a day, does a can of dip a day, a handle of Captain Morgan. Usually, a handle Captain Morgan lasts him like 2 days. After my grandmother died, he moved up to
Bro,
Alaska.
his heart is made out of copper, bro.
Dude, and he went up to Alaska, found himself a young lady who was like 30 years younger, married her up. And then
he probably sweated the ventricles himself and shit.
Dude, he's gangster, and he said, you know what? Because he's in his 80s at this point, high 80s, and he said, fuck this cold in Alaska. So now he lives on the Baja Peninsula in Mexico.
Alex, did he give you shit about being in the Coast Guard since he was in the real military?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in the Coast Guard?
Not anymore. I just retired.
I can't wait to tell all my military friends.
But he did give me shit initially. But yeah, my resume speaks for itself. So, and especially coming from you, Jabberhammer, one, it's already publicly known. You've already stated it multiple times on this show that you hate the troops of the United States.
I have never stated that. You state that.
Listen, your actions speak louder than words.
Hey, Alex, that's a beautiful hat you have on.
I just realized that we're both wearing the same fucking hat. Yeah. Solid.
Damn it. Look. Oh my God, we're twins. Like
you
Danny
guys,
DeVito
I was going to say you guys can't take it off now.
Movie Twins. Wait, because Alex is like, Danny DeVito and I'm Arnold, except I'm fat and not muscular, but Alex is definitely Danny DeVito.
I fucking hate you so
That's
much.
A good one. How
was a good one.
I never think about the movie Twins and relating that to me and you. It's the
truth. Hey, Hambone, if you're listening, since you're the meme master, can we get a Photoshop of me and Jabberhammer on the cover of the movie Twins?
That would be dope.
Yes.
All right, so back to me. So Grandpa took me fishing.
You did tell him it was his podcast at the beginning of this thing.
Oh shit. So I just been fishing my whole life, man. I love fishing. I love telling jokes, and I've always wanted to make people laugh. And so how I got famous, the boys were in here just playing TikToks the same one over and over and over and over again. I'm like, bro, change the fucking channel or something. TikTok is so annoying. It's the stupidest shit I've ever. It's dumb. And then they were like, bro, if you were on TikTok, you'd have like no followers and like no friends. My youngest, he's like right around 29. Okay. My oldest is about 130, and I'm sitting on 12K each one. Okay.
I thought you were naming out ages, and I'm like, God, 30. But you don't look like you 40 years old. How you got a 30-year-old? You from South Carolina?
Line. He definitely looks 40 years old. You stop it.
Hey, Tiny, I'll tell you this. You wouldn't even have to talk in your videos. You could just look at the camera and people would laugh, Hoss.
Oh, thanks, man. Is it that nice?
That's how, I was going to say, that's how good it is.
So the reason that you went to TikTok was to prove your kids wrong, because that's usually the question we ask folks. Is it usually takes kind of a wackier person to want to do the social media, but with fishing as their
especially
niche.
TikTok, because it's by far the dumbest platform out there, but it's also the most interactive, and I love it. And when they cancel this shit, we're all going to be back on Instagram like peasants.
Nope.
Do we really know for a fact that they're gonna do this? I mean, like, if they cancel TikTok, won't they have to cancel all the other ones too?
No, we don't talk politics on
but
here.
We don't talk politics. That's why.
But that was we need to digress from that. The second most favorite word in podcasting is digress. Let's digress. Let's de-dress,
digress.
digress, and redress.
So
Okay.
how long have you been doing the TikTok thing?
So August 15th, 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, August 15th, 2 years ago. And in the beginning, it was Tiny Garage Monster. And I was going to do what I've been doing my whole life, which was build the wildest go-kart shit you ever seen. I've had many bikes with sidecars. I used to take my pit bull fishing, and people would take pictures. I'd see my face on Facebook and be like, yeah, that's us riding down the road. We're going to go catch catfish. And I just always had stuff to do in the garage. I was always welding. I taught myself how to weld. And then I got 2 tears in my shoulder, and I just couldn't do the motor crap anymore. I couldn't do the heavy lifting.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started fishing, and TikTok was like, oh, shit, he catches fish. And I was like, yeah. And I laugh about it. And I talk to them, too. Sometimes they talk back, man. Great. And they loved it. Yeah. And then I did a news broadcast, and I didn't think it was going to be that funny. And then, I mean, you know who invents my material? TikTok does. So when I put something out that I thought was funny, and they're like, oh, yo, that sucked, then that's that one. And then if I put something out there and they're like, oh, that's great, then we just turn it into a segment. Let's go.
Yeah, I realized that I've been hearing a lot of people like, you know, you have one that hits, you got to recreate that motherfucker like 9 million times.
You don't have, I wouldn't necessarily recreate, but just, you know, like TikTok's about being entertained. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I mean, if you catch 12-pound fish all day long, that's awesome. We like watching it. But if you're not funny or interesting while you're doing it, if you're just like, hey, 12-pound fish, goodbye. To the next time TikTok. And no one's they're just gonna be like, wow, that was a huge fish, but you're boring.
That's like real talk. I feel like a lot of folks, they'll put out like you know, they'll do their TikTok work, right? And they'll do like a fish catch with a release, and it's like a 1.5 pound fish, but there's none of their personality in it. It's just them catching a fish on a Senko like everybody else does. Fuck it, I do it all the time too.
I don't use words. Yes,
right?
They use words.
They pay for their bait.
She's laughing at you and she doesn't fish.
But you know what I mean? People do that, and then they're like, I don't, you know, TikTok must hate fishing because my shit's not blowing up. And
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a prime example. A buddy of mine, fishing with Kurt, he's on TikTok, and that's what he was doing. He was me, fish, goodbye, you know, decent sized fish and stuff. And then when he started to like interact and talk to the camera, like talk to your phone like it's your buddy. Yeah. Like, you know, like ball tap your phone. You know what I mean? Hey, man, ball tap, you bastard. Have fun with it. Caress it. Because I don't get the internet service to do lives and fish. So rule number 1, when you don't get service and you're a fucking clown, always have a Bluetooth, because there will be a little blonde jogger who will walk by and you will freak her out. Till the next time, TikTok, and throwing fish. Who is he talking to? You know what I mean? So always keep a Bluetooth. That's always important. So it sounds like you're talking to somebody, and talk to your phone like he's your best friend. I mean, I have multiple personality disorder. So like I was doing this shit anyway. And then I was like, dude, I could do this on TikTok and they'll give me a tiny. Let's
go. And look, my kids, look, kids, your TikTok sucks, bitch. That's what you tell your kids.
Oh yeah. I mean, all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
so did they just quit TikTok now?
Oh no, they you know what, they right now they're getting to the point to where they want to ride the coattails a bit. They're like, hey bro, hey, I'm your son and I don't think I've ever been in Fat Sunday, bro. Like, what? Okay, cool. Clean your room.
Dad, I'm tired of all my friends follow you and all they do is talk about your TikTok, man. It sucks.
You know what? We're in totally different genres. I think they get a lot more ass clapping across their screen than I do. Like, I have uninterested enough of it to where, like, if you're under the age of 37 and you're shaking something, it's got scales, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I was about to say the only ass clapping I see on mine now is like Paul and his Hobie. That's
nice, Paul. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, anybody who donates on my live gets free feet pics. So know that.
No,
Hey.
don't be giving that out for free.
No,
Only
man,
fans
feet
that
pics are
shit.
expensive,
Bro.
man.
Yeah, dude.
Hey.
Tiny2Polez, big 2 feet. Boom.
Tiny two big toes.
Tiny two big toes. Right now, I'm just doing the one side of my foot.
Okay.
I'm still trying to like see where my niche is. I want to rule the world. I
Hey,
just
yeah.
want to start slow.
How thick are the corns on your feet? You got good corns?
Bro, those aren't corns. Those are fields of corns. That's
Show
a
me. So let's
that's
compare
a-
the corns. Let's
There we go.
compare
Go ahead,
feet
Paul.
corns.
Let's see.
ready.
Yep.
3,
Yep.
2, 1. Look at this. Look at that.
Ooh, Jesus. Both you guys should see a fucking doctor.
Bro. Look, I think
Oh.
that's slime from catfish. I literally have catfish slime on my living room floor at all times.
We've been doing this show at the end of April. It's going to be 2 years. This
Wow.
is the fucking
Oh,
low
3
point.
years.
No, it's 2 years, dickhead.
This is the low point.
This is the low point. You and Paul showing your dirty ass feet.
You know what?
We
So
weren't
like,
showing feet. We were comparing feet corns.
so this was my original idea. I was going to do this whole show, bustier, Tiny2Polez, catfish, double hooks. And
Yes,
then
sir.
when I walked away, it was just going to be lingerie. But I didn't know how many people were watching this or what the rules were. But if you invite me back again, I will be properly prepared. I didn't get a chance to prepare for this one, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you knew
Listen.
about it for a week.
A week. Yeah, that's a lie.
Is that a lot of time?
I mean, to go.
Hold
to
on,
go
sorry.
to go get a man thong. Yeah, that's plenty enough time.
Hold on,
Amazon would have
results are
delivered
in,
it at
Tiny?
your house this morning.
Results are in, and that's a fucking lie. It's been a week.
That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. Oh shit. I literally just got home from work an hour ago. I've been out of town for a week.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a tile guy. I am the tile guy in Maryland. Yeah, I do things that other people just won't even consider. Like for instance, say you got a big kitchen floor and you got 4 broken tiles, throughout the floor. And you don't want to spend 30 grand on a new floor. You just want to fix this old Betty you got. And then I'm going to come out there. I'm going to cut out all your bag grout that's popping out and looking all janky. I'm going to replace those 4 tiles as long as you have, extras from the floor. You know what I mean? I'm going to replace those floor tiles, and then I'm going to do all your grout and make it look like it was brand new again, 1976, one more time. Let's do it.
Are you doing that barefoot the whole time? Because I feel like you need a whole nother service after those fucking feet have been on that tile.
Listen, Alex, I weld in slides, okay? Don't be a pussy.
Baller.
Listen, we're all men here. Be a man.
We're all men here, bro. Like, I don't even put pants on when I weld. It's just like, it looks like I look like Breaking Bad. You know what I mean? Sweating, the white tidy whities. Yeah, man. Rocking a bright orange shirt with Tiny2Polez, meet me in the grass. And I'm just fucking welding, bro. Like, this is how we do things in Florida of the North. It's much like Florida of the South, except for we have a way less meth.
Tidy whitey 2Polez.
Tidy whitey 2Polez.
How close are you to Crumpton?
Where's Crumpton?
All right.
That's so small that I don't think it registers in the GPS yet.
No idea, but that's where Lockwood Fishing is from.
Crumpton, Maryland. And
Crumpton, Maryland.
Yeah, I think it's more.
I'll look it up.
It's definitely more inland, I think, from you. It's up in the Bay.
Fishing is so hard to do inland, man. I tried so many times. I go over to the big part of the land, and the fish are just scattered all over the place.
Well, you just said
come out here, man.
Hold on.
carrots
just
in the
said
water.
that you go to the big part of the land. Let me solve this for you. The fish normally aren't on the land; they're going to be in the water.
Ah,
So you should try to go to the water, dog. Just throwing it out there.
Look, them Walmart ponds on the inland or the big land, they don't got fish like them outland ones.
man, them outland ponds are devious, bro. I want to know how these bass get in there. That's
Yeah.
what I want to know.
There's two ways: people, and the other one is when birds are out fucking around in the water, eggs get on their legs, and then they haul them all over the place.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that fucking real, Paul?
Yeah,
Are you
that's real.
shitting me, man?
No, that's how it happens. That's how fish will get into other places. Is mainly birds. That's how so many of your invasive weeds get put. People with
The
boats
seeds stick to
and
the
then-
bird and they fly
and then
around.
birds. Yeah, they get a bird has it on there and flies around and gets in it. But that's how you
Makes
get a lot of those fish in those retention ponds. Is the blue herons and the geese
Right.
and the ducks and shit out there farting around and get eggs on them and haul them off and boom, there you go. 12 pounder.
Man, that's amazing.
Walmart.
That was
Ain't
again like educational. That's definitely not on par for what you do on the show, Paul. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, that's my goal is to come onto this show and to be here.
Surprise you.
I do surprise him all the time with all the short jokes, and I always have new ones. It's pretty fucking miraculous.
That's pretty cool.
Hey,
I'm
this is
sorry.
Alex.
Hold on.
I'm gonna Alex. This is what happens when Alex tries to talk over me. I fucking shut him up with some.
He does.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a turkey. It's almost turkey season. Practice your gobble. Anyway, hey Alex, good luck naming and write the description
I have no
for
fucking
this
idea.
clusterfuck that we've been doing for 40 minutes.
It's amazing though.
This is absolutely phenomenal.
All right,
and you're gonna have
listen.
to make it right.
No, it's going to be like putting the fun back in fishing with Tiny2Polez.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
terrible.
it. I like
That's
it,
terrible.
man.
I think
No,
so.
I like
don't
it.
be nice.
But
That's
also,
terrible.
here's what I'll do is I'll let you guys in on a secret on how we handle the show description and
Not
the
we.
title.
Alex,
I do.
not
I
we.
do. I'm the only one that does it work. So it's really important when you're doing a podcast, just like if you're on TikTok, right? You or TikTok, actually, this will help too, and YouTube, right? You've got to have SEO, search engine optimization, right? You got to include
Spell it.
search words. SEO, I just did, right? So here's the key to do this. Ready? It's a thing called fucking Chat GBT. You go in there, you say, I've got a podcast episode of the Bass and Brews Fishing Podcast with Tiny2Polez. We talk about catfish, and then you list whatever, and guess what? It cranks out like fucking 20 different titles, and you go, that one looks normal, because sometimes it definitely looks like a robot wrote it. And then
Normal.
yeah.
Who wants that?
Well, you don't want it to say like, sometimes it'll spit out like there was ones where it was like bass.
Paul fucks
fishing.
2 tiny catfish with Alex's pole. Bam! A million hit.
He stepped out on that one. Perfect. But yeah, hey, all you creators out there, if you want to work on SEO, Chat GBT's got you covered. Now you do have to fuck with it a little bit.
Uh-oh.
What did he
Uh-oh.
say?
I think he's getting hollered at.
Uh-oh.
He got in trouble for having fish in his living room.
That's the problem, I think.
Sorry, I had to get something to drink, and that was a really good exit. I was like
It was
a mic
perfect.
drop.
It was perfect. But yeah,
A mic drop moment.
I think we're gonna go with putting the fun back in fishing with Tiny2Polez. I think, and then
I
in the
like it. It's very
below,
normal.
about feet. Oh yeah, in the description, because nobody, especially on a podcast, nobody reads that fucking description. Paul doesn't even know that for the last 3 weeks. If you go to the bottom of the description, I've been shitting on him in every description of our podcast because I know he doesn't read them.
Well, I not only do I not read the description,
I don't
or the
listen,
title,
yeah.
He
I don't
doesn't even
listen to
watch
this
the
bitch
show.
either.
He does.
Nope.
Fucking...
I'm subscribed, and every time this bitch pops up on Friday morning on my Apple Podcast, I go straight
Ooh,
to the
good
3 little
drop.
dots, and I go, Mark has played.
Yep, exactly.
Mark.
I probably at least should start letting it play in the background for a few
Oh
minutes.
my
We can get
God.
that listen, but yeah.
You know what? There was
Well,
one time where I
I'm
was
gonna tell
writing-
everybody about this, man.
Good.
I can't
You should.
wait.
dude, it's
Hell,
gonna be
well,
great.
thank you.
I mean, it's gonna be great. I mean, we're not done yet. Like, we're not ending this. I don't know.
Oh
Thank
no,
you.
I'm just letting y'all know I'm super excited. I feel like I feel like I'm big time now. Like I was on Bass and Brews. I don't know my left from my right, but I'm fucking smart. I'll go this way. Okay, there it is.
All that
He's
matters
also
is you're in the
catching
middle.
fish inland. So
Right there in the Chesapeake Bay.
what made you push? Because you like, I see a lot of catfish and I see a lot of big catfish on your channel. Was that like, do you target those specifically just because they get fucking huge, or?
I've always been a fish and drink kind of guy.
Okay.
When I was younger, and so catfishing and carp fishing just kind of made sense. When I got onto TikTok, I saw all these guys painting these baits, and I always wondered, like, what sweatshop in China was rocking out these beautiful stripes on this yellow perch from Strike King, and I was just like fascinated how they got it on there. And as an artist, which also did tattoos, by the way, I just couldn't see the layers. Like I just didn't know how it looked like they were digitally printed on by a machine of some sort. Some of them look like they are. And some of them are like those real life stickers you just put on. But so I wanted to learn the art. And so that's why I got into the whole baits and supporting bait makers and small companies. Because I also own I own a small business. That's my refrigerator door open.
What did he say?
Fridge door open.
Fucking rookie.
Hold on. What's funny?
She bitches, man. She's like bing, 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 bing.
Hey,
like,
it is Pavlov's dog is what just happened. He knows over the last how many ever years he's been married that the fridge timer goes off at like 59 seconds. And so he knew it was time to shut it because the dinging was going to start, and his wife was going to
you guys have a timer on your fucking fridge?
So it politely tells you to do it for the first 4 dings, and then it pauses, and then it's like, "Hey, motherfucker, shut the door!" And I'm like, "Ding, ding," and I'm like, "Yo, somebody get that ding, ding out of my ear."
And then your wife's like, Tiny, what does your wife call you? She call you by your real name, or she call you Tiny2Polez?
I make her call me Tiny now. Regardless of my situation, I'm like, hey, first off, before you start yelling at me, my name is Tiny2Polez, and I am a superstar.
I'm TikTok famous, all right? You need to recognize.
Right.
I got more followers than both of our sons combined.
Look, I sneeze and you get 1,000 followers. You're welcome.
Paul, have you tried that with your wife? Because I know I have tried. She said something, and I can't. Oh, she was talking about podcasts, and she was like, "This is a really good podcast," and I was like, talking about some other one, and I was like, "It's not that good." And she goes, "No, it's really." And she starts listing all the reasons. I go, "Well, listen, as an internationally famous podcast, and I'm the host of, I'm going to let you know that." And before I can finish, she's like, "Shut the fuck up," and she just walked away.
Yeah. That's what she says too.
My wife has not only has she never listened to one single second of Bass and Brews, that shit ain't even. She doesn't even have it downloaded and hits the Marcus played.
Has she? What was her response to? Because I know you're wearing the shirt tonight, the Y'all Look shirt. What was her response to you wearing a shirt with your own face on it?
She has one and she wears it.
Does she? So she's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
she doesn't wear it out, but she wears it in the house.
So she likes the podcast fame that you've garnered.
She just doesn't want to get her own clothes dirty when she's cleaning the house, so she wears that shirt. So if she gets bleach on it, fuck, who cares? Nobody watches this shit.
Probably not too much longer when she's cleaning the toilet and shit. That shirt's gonna be it's gonna be in 50 rags. She's gonna have rags.
The new rag.
Hey, honey, I got new rags for the toilets, and it's
oh shit,
and my half of my hat. But yeah, good times.
Well, my wife, thanks for asking, Alex, is very supportive of the Tiny2Polez wave that's going on. In fact,
you bring in money. Mine would be ecstatic about Bass and Brews if, like, I showed her a paycheck, but
well, I make all her money now, so this is all for fun. But I did think, like, I go to work, she's at home. laundry, kids, smacking them around. You know, she's doing the good stuff, and I'm out there doing the paper thing. So this year we sunk a little bit of money into doing sublimination shirts and trying to create a new brand. I think I'm going to call it Brimhead Apparel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think we're going in that Brimhead area.
Okay. So what's the, I got a lot of questions here. I have 4,000 questions and I actually know which ones they are. So,
Let's go.
So apparel's tough, right? Apparel's tough to break into.
Sure.
Yep. So what's the,
If you're not Tiny2Polez.
exactly, right? So you're going to leverage that. But Tiny2Polez, I feel like, is known for catfish. Brim?
Yeah, Brimhead, man. What do you think we're throwing on that hook? Those catfish ain't sucking on the bobber.
Yeah,
true. All right.
They're eating something.
I mean,
you can't catch 20-pounders on no damn worm. You got brims.
No, I tried the other weekend because I couldn't find a bluegill. They're fucking hiding, those little bastards.
Listen,
it's so cold outside.
I still think you need to leverage the catfish. And right now, just full disclaimer, Tori, the Bass and Brews historian, plug your ears. Just call it Pussyface clothing line, and you'll be okay.
Oh wow! So here we got to go with the sex sells. I can't do funny. You're just like the rest of those misogynistic bastards, bro. I'm selling funny. Okay. That's me making it clap, okay? I'm out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
I think
I want to keep it simple. I don't want to be as wild with the line of clothes as I am right now. I just want to keep it simple. I'm just going to buy, $7 pair of shoes from China, put Brimhead on it, sell them for $30 and tell you that they're awesome because my name is on the side of them.
Yep.
And I mean, just try to squeeze in there.
Maybe you can convince some people to buy your stuff and promote it for free, but you give them like a 2% discount code.
Oh, pro staff? I can have pro staff? I'm with it.
Yeah, dude, tiny pro staff.
Look, when you put your clothing line out there, you're going to get so many DMs of people asking you to send them shit for free so they can promote it to the 120 followers that they have.
So listen, I don't want to be like a downer on that, but I was that fucking guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I was. And you know what? I sat in the back when they're like, yeah, whatever, punk. And I was like, he's going to be angry. He didn't do that one day. And I know Sasquatch is kicking himself in the ass right now. Like, fucking missed that opportunity.
Listen, the name for your pro staff team, it's got to be Pole Staff.
Pole Staff. I love it. Pole Staff. And everyone will get like a sexy fish.
Yes. And it works
a
always.
Fish called Wanda with the lips.
Yes.
It fits your name, and then they're also just going to whore themselves out for you. So it's perfect.
It's perfect. Willingly. And most of them will be friends. They're like, bro, you sold you did $150,000 in sales last year, and I got 2 fucking orange shirts. I don't even like orange, just so you know.
Hey, speaking of
pro staff, with my eyes.
Speaking of pro staff, everybody head over to freshbaits.com. You can still use code BB15. They did that for us last episode. Fucking go get some scorpions.
Yeah.
It'd be sweet. But also don't whore yourself out.
Fresh Baits has got some really innovative soft plastics for sure.
Mm-hmm. They were on last week, and I'm about to put an order in here soon.
I feel like Tiny all of a sudden switched to a salesman real quick. He was like, they have innovative soft plastics.
I'm just saying that Hexon, that little fucking swimmer where they cut the little ball on the side. You know what I'm talking about? Hexagonal, yeah. And then of course that scorpion is pretty dope. You never think a scorpion would be good smallmouth bait, but I've seen the videos. I watched it.
It's insane. And what's funny is when we talked about it, I was like, how did you get the idea? Because there's no fucking scorpions in New Hampshire or New England, wherever the fuck.
They certainly aren't swimming on the back of frogs. Didn't you hear the story? That shit didn't work out for neither one of them.
But yeah,
Look,
so
I bet
clothing
if
line.
scorpions,
Great.
if there was a water-based scorpion, I bet
Okay.
the fish would tear them bitches up.
If that involvement would have been like the digression of the species is what that would be. They're like, you know what, guys, we're gonna swim. Put your floaties on and let's fucking get to the other side here.
No,
There can't
Tiny,
be
the
anything in
desert's
here that wants to
fine.
eat us.
Tiny, the desert's fine. We don't need to swim. Are you sure we need to swim, Tiny?
I'm telling you, there's better water on the other side. There's better desert on the other side of this water.
Listen, but I feel like we're perfectly, created and evolved into exactly what we're doing under rocks in the sand. But now you want to go in the water?
Hey, I didn't invent the bait. I support them. Okay, I just think that it's badass looking.
I thought you were
We
gonna keep going
agree,
with the bit.
100%. We agree with all that. Hey,
Badass looking.
this is the most
is.
awesomely outrageous
Yeah.
episode we might have ever done.
At this
I mean,
point, we need to figure out how to get Tiny on his own podcast at this point.
No, well, hey, look, all Tiny, what you need to do is email bassandbrewspodcast@gmail.com your resume, because Alex has been looking for a new co-host for like at least 4 months now. He announces it on every episode.
I don't need a resume.
I need a 401. There's health. My one kid, he breaks his arm like once a month.
Oh wait,
it's horrible.
That's most 15-year-olds at that age.
Heath bar I can give you, not health, but a Heath bar.
A Heath bar. Hey, you know what? I mean, that might make me feel a little better about all the money flying out this motherfucker.
And 401, I got you, man. I'll send you 401 pennies, no problem.
Let's go. Hey, look, all honestly, just a few tiny dinies a week, and we're good to go.
I'll send you 401 roses.
Stickers that have your name on it.
Alex, thanks for the roses, baby. Let's go.
Hey,
TikTok.
so you look at this segue. You do these TikTok lives, correct?
Yeah. I mean, let's just say that I was unfiltered. I'm an unfiltered individual in real life, like no filters. Yeah. And then I started because, like, for me to get to 1,000 was like a day and a half, and then
fucking big dick energy right there.
I fish for bass, bro. I get a little of that from the actual bass themselves. It's like a power surge or share. It's a power share between me and the fish.
Move. You eat the bass, you get the power, you move.
Bass are gross, actually. So I started in the beginning, and then I realized that the guidelines are ferocious, bro.
Yeah.
Ferocious. Like, you can't say the M word. What?
The what?
The M word.
M?
Yeah, like
mama.
Midget.
Oh.
That will get you kicked out fast as hell. So I have a lot of people tell me that the tiny fish don't count. Okay, cool.
Sorry, we had to pull them. We don't use that word here.
No, I thought I got the banana. I really did.
But Alex was offended because he's a shouty.
That's right. I forgot, man. Hey, listen, to all the vertically challenged people out there, it's not raining yet. So I wasn't filtered enough for it. So I had to learn. And I got a lot of bananas in the beginning. And I was just like, you know what? I'm done with the lives. I'm just going to be me on the videos, talk to fish, do news reports and stuff. And then that's what I did for a while.
Tell us about news reports.
Okay, so the T2P breaking videos, T2P breaking news. Basically, I did one with my buddy Catfish Kyle, and people loved it. And so now if I catch a microphone-sized catfish, I will either save it for an interview or basically just kind of make up my own little, hey, it's Tiny, and guess what? There's nobody on the dock because we're catching all the fish. Make up my own little news report. So far, I've had nobody ever say, no, I don't want to be in your stupid video, except for these one last people. But what they don't know is we made a video with them way over there anyway, you assholes.
Wait,
so,
are you going to go to your sons tonight after this podcast and look at them and go, how many podcasts you bitches been on?
Oh, yes. Bro, we bought pizza. They wanted to be on it. Okay.
Bring them on.
They were like, boys.
Bring them in.
They were like,
tell them to come
bro,
sing, hey.
So can we get a special appearance on your first podcast?
Listen, if there's one thing that Bass Bros is known for, it's that we're a family podcast.
Yeah, and so they were blowing it. This is my boy Xavier. He's my youngest.
Xavier, what's up, bud?
What's up,
That's
Xavier?
my oldest, Alex.
Alex, great name, bro.
No. He's cooler. He has a Z in his name.
Hey, Alex, how tall are you,
Alexander.
Alex? How tall are you? How tall are you, Alex?
Yeah, so these are the guys that don't fish.
Wait, Alex, how tall is that Alex? Can you hear us?
Hey, Alex, how tall are you? He's taller than you. Yeah, he's 5'10".
What the fuck?
Well, he's two of my Alexes tall.
He's two of them.
Big. Hey, tiny boys, you guys want to shout anything out? You guys want to promote anything?
No.
Your webpage, your 2Pole.
I got like
your
no skills,
dad?
to be honest with you.
So
I
like,
mean, your
basically,
dad
I'm the most
says that
famous
you guys have a
motherfucker you know.
trash TikTok.
All right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I don't know. Mom's kind of famous.
We're trying to get her
Mom's the
famous.
most famous.
All right.
We're trying to get her famous.
This is awesome. Hell yeah.
I think it's the first time somebody's brought their kids on this show.
Well, God, I mean, geez, if they've ever listened to the fucking podcast, I mean, we do.
Yeah.
I know we do have a listener that drives to work.
Yeah.
With her kid and it playing on Bluetooth, and I'm like, are you for real? And she's like,
wow,
they hate it.
Also, Tiny, how
hey
about
kids, don't do drugs. I just want to throw that in there for all the ones listening.
Tiny, we've got and I can't remember his name, and I know he listens to the show. I'm sorry, man, I can't remember your name right now because it's Bass and Brews, so that means beers and Secret Cup, right? So he wants to be on the show. So Tiny, let's say you are the new Jabberhammer, and this kid wants to be on the show, but he's 16 years old. What's your play on that one?
My boy's 15. I like to say he's an old soul. We could sit here and tell dick jokes, and he's not gonna get offended because it's actually 4 inches shorter than mine. Like it's, he's just gonna be like, yeah, but you're also 60, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
like it's drooping. Works. It's not long. It's soft and drizzly looking. It's gross. Mine's like 4 inches of hard puma. You know, he's gonna roll with us. So
it's
I
like
guess
that
it's
catfish belly.
Yeah, right. It ain't no catfish belly.
It ain't no catfish belly. He's got a blue gill.
This is all jaw meat, baby. All jaw meat. Yeah, so he would roll with us. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, once he got into the swing of things, he'd be nervous.
That's your kid, right? But I'm saying, let's say you're the host, and there's this child that wants to come on to the show. What do you say?
You've been here for an hour and 3 minutes.
I mean, I'd give it a shot, bro. Like, I don't know. I'd give it a shot. Like,
I don't know,
man. Does your mom know you're going to be up here with the big boys?
That's the thing. Like, I talked to my wife, fan favorite, Amandy, and she's like, it's a bad idea, but if you do it, you got to get some kind of fucking, like, parental consent, some kind of waiver, which we've never done on this show.
We have to have the parent sitting beside them.
Just off camera.
Oh, that's a horrible fucking idea. No, we'll never meet the kid.
No,
we'll never meet him. He'll just be like
right there. No, Paul's got it. Each parent has to sit on the left and right of him while he's in the middle. They can't say anything, right? And he said he's obviously not going to drink. He said, I'll drink Dr. Pepper.
Oh, wow. No, then if he's not drinking, he can't be on the show.
No,
what
no,
the
I want
fuck?
this kid hopped up on Dr. Pepper with both his parents having to sit there and looking at their phones, trying to ignore the gnarly shit we're saying.
It's gonna be the shortest
Oh,
episode
shit.
of Bass and Brews ever.
And that'll be the longest one. That'll be a 6-hour episode. We'll
I
talk
say he
about
just gets his
Roblox.
iPod. I just gets his ear pods, go up to the tree house with the laptop, tell fucking no one.
Yeah, but
Hey,
we
here's
can't
what's
put
gonna
that
happen.
out.
This is what
See
I
you
think-
next week, kiddo. We'll
If
blur
you're-
his face out.
Oh shit! That's even no.
Who
We'll
the
use
fuck is that
voice
kid? You
recorder.
can't prove it.
We'll use
Hold
the
on.
voice
Hold
thing
on.
too, where it's just like, "Hello, that's it."
Yeah. Look,
Oh,
we're-
we got that.
No, that's not it.
No.
Oh, can I get a high pitch?
Somewhere I can make the voice change. I don't know where it is. I don't want to fuck up the.
Paul got
podcast
this
if I want
fancy
it.
soundboard, and he uses it for two
Oh.
things only.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
Well,
would
three
you
things.
want another co-host
I
when
know.
he's got a fancy soundboard? I don't have that. I
It's
mean,
no,
I got a
it-
pond in
It's
my living room.
$160.
It has nothing to do with the soundboard. It has to deal with him personally as a person. He's the
Oh.
worst, and it's because he hates the troops, and it's because he dyes his beard, but he forgot to
What
do the
the
side.
hell?
Yeah.
This whole time,
Yeah.
I thought that was like this cool Ewok looking thing you had. You know, the one with the silver on the outside. I was like, dude, you for a minute there,
God.
you completed me. Like
No,
I was
yeah.
all the middle,
Yeah,
and you were all the gray on the outside, and we were
Oh,
one
no.
beard, you and I.
Dude, if
we-
you guys
Is
I-
made
Alex
out-
okay?
yeah.
if
I
you
do
guys
not.
made
I do,
out,
hold
it
on.
was a perfect fit.
I do not dye my beard. So you were 100% right. If we got together, we would
Yeah.
be one person.
We would be one beard.
And I'm half an inch taller than you.
That's
Almost.
fine. I
Look,
like
I'm
to look
5'12"
up
I'm
to
5'12" and 3/4.
I like 5'12" and 3/4. That's impressive. That's
Fuck yeah.
impressive.
This episode it's got to be my favorite so far. I love all of our guests and I love all of our episodes so far. This is my favorite of 2023. Because I
It's
don't.
only
Yeah.
the third month, so like
Yeah, but we do this every week, man.
every Wednesday, and I've
Well,
only gotten one invitation. I'm starting to think that you guys don't know who I am.
Well, we didn't until you came on the show. We just got lucky. Alex
did.
meant to send it to Tiny2Polez
I meant
with
to
an
send
S,
it-
and we
no.
got the guy with the Z.
I got really confused. I tried to send it to SP the Ned Master, and I was really confused. You guys look similar, but I got the wrong guy.
That's my guy, bro. I fucking love that dude, bro.
He's
I'm
really good.
serious.
He's awesome.
If we woke up in a treehouse together and I wasn't wearing pants, I would ask no questions. I just like it is
Wait,
whatever
isn't that guy
happened
out of
last
Maryland,
night.
too?
It
Isn't that guy out of
happened, and we
Maryland,
should just
too?
keep fishing.
He's out of Maryland, right?
No, he's in Connecticut.
Oh, that's the same
Oh.
fucking place.
No,
man.
it's not.
That's
Shut the
the
fuck up, Paul. Shut the fuck up, Paul.
No, you can put Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, New
Oh,
Hampshire. You can put all
shit.
them states together, and they're still like the size of the Outer Banks in North Carolina.
Hold on, Paul. I
Okay,
got something in my hat for you.
Jabba Hama, where are you from?
Originally from South Carolina, I live in North Carolina now. I'm a Carolinian.
Oh,
All the
okay.
Carolinas are the same.
That's where the first pirates came from, so I respect that. The first pirates came from there.
Uh,
I don't.
The
think that's a
American
true-
pirates, not the
Okay.
English ones.
Okay.
The American pirates,
Hold on.
the cooler ones.
The first
What it-
pirates were actually Spanish.
No. The first American pirates,
Okay.
not those guys were from Spain. You know
The Spanish were from Spain.
exactly. You
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
And they migrated to other places, and stole gold and dropped it in the ocean and shit.
They sure did. Look, y'all
Yeah.
go listen to Explorers podcast. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
That was
I had
the
to
one.
drop a
That
new
was-
podcast.
God damn it! I
We're,
forgot
hey,
about that
listen,
one.
I watch Drunk History all the time. So
I love
you've
drunk
never
history.
seen that.
All right, Tiny, if you like history, you have to go listen to the Explorers
Oh.
podcast.
Okay.
Amazing.
Honestly, Paul, I'm going to be real honest with you. And Tiny, you also. I love you, Tiny. You are now like Babcast royalty. I don't think he listens to podcast.
Who?
Tiny. I don't think he listens to podcasts.
What, this podcast?
or any podcast.
Oh, I don't even know how to fucking podcast. You're the first guy this is my first cast on pods, bro.
Yeah,
I've
dude.
casted on ponds, rivers, and lakes, but this is the first one on a pond or pod.
But do you actually listen to podcasts?
No.
I didn't know what they were until I saw
week
one
ago?
on TikTok with Alex, and I was like, oh shit, it's like Alive, but you know, it's the same thing as Alive, except for more people listen to it.
That's like I said, I nailed it. I got it. I don't
Yep,
think he's
yep.
gonna go for the
Alex,
Explorers
you nailed
podcast.
it.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
And-
Hey,
and-
Tiny still probably
fine.
has to get his kids to come help him get the TV on.
Oh yeah, oh god, bro. I lost my fucking microphone. I couldn't text nobody. Nobody. Everybody's like, bro, we haven't heard from you in a week. I lost my fucking microphone. You know what I mean?
Hold on.
Like, I
Hold on.
lost it.
Hold on. Do you not have hands? How the fuck can't you text?
What
without
is
a
this?
microphone?
Bro, this is fucking Star Trek, man. I'm not touching shit anymore. I got a microphone on the remote control. It'll turn the volume up. Where do you
can
live?
talk into
You're a
your
caveman.
phone. You don't even need a microphone.
He's a peasant,
You don't need
Tiny.
a microphone.
He's
You
a
just
peasant.
into the phone. It does the
Yeah,
same thing.
I know that microphone that's in the list of my bars and tools and such had just disappeared when the phone decided it wanted to update itself. It just was like, you don't need a fucking microphone. You need to learn how to spell. And I was like, bullshit.
This might be the most amazing guest we have ever had on this podcast. This dude lost a microphone and couldn't text, but somehow in the year of our Lord 2023, he is on a podcast on his phone with a good picture and audio sound. And just not that long ago, he couldn't text because he couldn't find this microphone. Oh my God. Thank goodness you have teenagers in the house.
Well,
Yes, sir.
all right. No. So to be completely honest, he was like, "I'm ready." He sent me a TikTok message that said, "I'm ready." And I was like, "All right, like we're ready when you are." And he goes, "All right, so what do I do?" He went back to TikTok oriented. Oh yeah, there was that too. Hey, we'll exploit you for that too, Tiny. We said, "Hey, turn your phone to landscape," and he's like, "All right, hold on." And he turned off his camera.
All right,
and he's
tell me
like,
how to
what do
get-
I do?
He turned off the camera and he was like, "All right, tell me how to do it." And we're like, "Just pick that bitch up and turn it sideways." And this man is on TikTok daily making TikTok videos.
And he's amazing.
This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. How old are you, Tiny?
I'm 40. I'll be 41 in August.
You aren't even that fucking old not to know how to run a damn phone.
Look, man, I build bathrooms and houses and additions and all this kind of shit, man. I can count to 12 multiple times, but after that, I mean, my skills are limited to what I can do with these two hands.
So you
I
are
just learned how to edit not too long ago. Like all these badass videos, I'm fucking making stickers on my phone. Like, like I'm learning shit, bro. I'm getting in it.
Dude.
Hey,
Hell
let me
yeah,
tell you
dude.
something about what you do. You probably can do math and fractions in your head
Oh
in
God.
milliseconds. In milliseconds. Because the people I've been around when I worked in construction, this isn't saying this is what you are, but especially the framers. Like they did a lot of drugs and drank a lot of alcohol.
Fuck yeah.
But man,
Let's go,
those
framers.
those guys could do math in
Listen,
their
we're all
head
men here.
like this.
Bluetooth connected.
Like this.
I'm all about my geometry, baby. I love geometry.
Yes, good at it. But look, they couldn't balance a checkbook. They couldn't count out change.
No.
None of them could drive.
That's because we owe child support. What? What did they take your license? I'm just saying. I got mine. I still got mine. I watched them all grow up, and they're like, "Fuck that bitch, I'm out of here." And then they're like, "I'm gonna license." And I'm like, "I'm keeping this fucking pit bull." She might be a pit bull, but she's my pit bull. Okay,
Hell
I
yeah,
will stick
hell
her
yeah.
on you. Oh my god. I'm keeping mine. I like my driver's license, you bastard.
Tiny
ain't
just
walking-
dropped.
I ain't
Tiny just
riding
dropped
no
the-
bike to go fish.
He just dropped the most romantic line. He said, "Hey, baby, I'm keeping you because I want to keep my driver's license."
So my anniversary is on April 2nd. Soak it in.
Yeah, yeah.
How many years?
18.
Hell
18
yeah.
years. April 2nd. What is that
Good,
saying? That says that if somebody April Fools me, I know tomorrow is my anniversary.
That's a solid
Hell,
setup.
yeah.
Fucking genius move.
All right. How about so my wife's birthday is on the 17th of May, right? And our
May
first
17th.
kid, yep, our first kid was August 17th. And we had to do a C-section because we had complications, this and that, right? And when my second kid came along, once you have a C-section, they want you to do it again. So I convinced Mandy to do it on June 17th. So I just knew that if it's the 17th of some month, I probably got to buy something.
Hey, Alex, is it like kids close your ears? You and Mandy making babies, was it like a pug and a Great Dane?
I don't know what that means. Are you talking about me? Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Paul.
No,
She had to lay down sideways. There was no way there was going to be like a stand-up sesh in the kitchen. Calm the fuck down. Like that's what he wanted to hear.
Because Mandy's like 6'5". She's tall.
Holy
not
moly!
6'5".
He likes to climb trees.
Alex is like 4'12" and
4
1/4 inch.
12.
You know
what is with the 4'12"?
All right, so what's really funny is
I fucking love the fucking 12. The way you just I love it. That's perfect.
I say that and all just because my sophomore year of high school in football, we had to list all of our heights, and we had a guy put down he was 5'12".
5'12".
This sounds like some South Carolina bullshit.
It was.
I'm actually
South Carolina shit.
6 foot and 16/16. So
So what's funny is this weekend.
Don't break it down to the 30 seconds though.
We decided to watch the Lord of the Rings, right? And we're watching it, and
on the podcast, like that was a thing.
No. This
was him and his wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
okay.
Is the Alex household, and we're watching Lord of the Rings, and I have two girls, 9 and 7, and they come out, and it's right at the scene with the fucking hobbits, right? And they go, "Hey, Daddy, they're super short, and they got big hairy feet just like you. Maybe we should call you a hobbit." And my wife, without missing a beat, she goes, "That's why I call them a hobbit, girls. It's common sense."
They learn common sense. That's not bad. That's a good lesson.
No, it's great.
Amanda's probably free flowing with the short jokes because she does listen to the podcast. And she does agree. Matter of fact, when she does hop on here, me and her gang up on Alex.
Oh my God, it's the worst, dude. I bring my wife on here, and I would think, as not only the breadwinner, a decorated veteran of the United States military.
Thank you for your service.
Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Also, no,
keeping our bays clean of trash and pelicans and shit, bro. You guys
listen. I keep Paul out of your bay as much as possible.
Thank you very much for that, my friend.
But all of that, right? You would think I'd get the respect, and then she comes on my own show, this show that has risen her to such heights as a internet celebrity, and this is an internationally recognized podcast.
You would think I'd get the respect in the Panama Canal.
Correct.
You can get this in Panama?
No, just the canal. Just the canal. So you would think I get the respect. No. She comes on here. She shits all over me. And then her last episode, I feel like she shit all over Paul too. Because
the last episode she ganged up on both of us, and it was
she's just like a chimpanzee just throwing shit everywhere.
She did 45 minutes of shitty dad jokes about fishing.
Oh wow. So she's famous fisherman too.
Yeah, get your kids to show you how to download podcast. Find Bass and Brews and go look up Tipsy Wife Takes Over Bass Fishing Podcast.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
get over here, youngins.
Yeah, Tiny's
Um,
like, boys,
Yeah. Hey,
get me a podcast.
find me where podcasts are at. You know where to find podcasts?
You mean like on Twitch, I guess?
Twitch? Yeah,
No.
Twitch one up for me.
Apple
not
or
Twitch.
Spotify.
Any podcast? I don't
Like
have Twitch, though.
Spotify and Apple.
I'm looking for Spotify Bass and Brews. And if you do it, there'll be a little extra in your paycheck this week.
Did they push brooms on your jobs? Is that how they get paid?
Fuck no. These guys degrout. This guy degrouts bathroom floors. He cuts tile. He runs up and down steps. He carries 80-pound bags of mortar.
Boom.
We don't. Boy, show him the muscles.
Hold
Come here
on,
and show
he's
these
like
girls your
13.
muscles.
Yo, Tiny, you're gonna get
Flex
canceled
on
here
these
for
guys.
child
This guy-
labor.
No,
Hold
the
on.
whole thing. Rip the shirt off, kiddo.
Oh, dude,
Rip the
no.
whole shirt off, kiddo. Look at
Oh
this
my
guy.
God. I look
This
like
guy
that when I was
cut like
15
crack
too.
cocaine.
He looks like an esports champion.
Look,
Dude.
carrying 80-pound bags of sacks of grout, that's impressive. But let me tell you something. Like degrouting existing tile, that's man shit right there.
Look at
That's
that. We
man
see
shit.
you.
Deal with
Hold
that
on,
shit.
tell your boy that we just saw him pick his nose. He's got to be careful of that
He's
camera.
picking boogers in the background.
We saw you pick that nose, bro.
We saw you pick your nose in the background.
Oh, whatever.
I'm just saying. Hey,
Tell-
are we
tell
allowed to smoke on the podcast?
Ooh, I don't think it's been asked.
It's not meth. I was just gonna like smoke a cigarette in the smoking room. Calm down. It's not like I'm gonna freebase right here.
Yeah, go for
Jeez,
it.
what were you guys thinking?
As long
Christ.
as your internet and lighting is good, but
Yeah.
Internet lighting is good. We'll work it. Let me grab my potted
that
plant
the
here.
I love that the answer was like, it's not meth.
Yeah, like calm down.
You can tell Tiny hasn't, and I love Tiny at this point, but you can tell he hasn't listened to the fucking podcast because we don't have meth heads on it ever. And he went, I got good lighting. His lighting looks as dramatic as,
he's got his wife's makeup light.
yeah.
Hey, it's not a ring. It's like a
Dude,
it's like a
that
dong.
light- That
It's
light
like a-
aged you. That light aged
You know,
you
like,
by
It's
10
what goes
years.
inside the ring. It's just the dong. You know what I'm talking about.
It's the dome light, not the ring light.
This is
He disappeared again.
I don't know what to do at this point. This is
It's amazing.
this
All
is
right,
the
I'm back.
funnest-
Tiny2Polez, ladies and gentlemen, here on Bass and Brews, just cutting it up with Paul and Alex, and the lighting is great. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
No,
Are we
dude,
live on TikTok? Do you have two phones? Do you have a two-phone mount on your mounter?
Mounter.
Yeah, he's got a phone mount.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in a. So the tripod section broke, so I just like hammered it into like an axe form, and now I just shove it into this pot of I think these are hibiscus. Let me read. Oh, Mystic Fire hibiscus.
oh,
Fancy shit right there. That's from Hawaii.
That sounds like a bath bomb.
I mean, you could take a bath with my potted plant if you want to, Paul. You can just
Is that
ask,
the
you know,
plant?
like
Is it the plant on your right shoulder? Because that thing needs some water, dog.
Does it looks a little droopy?
No, other shoulder,
Right
other shoulder.
There you go.
That thing needs some water, dog.
yeah, she's a bit dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
She's a bit dry.
Hey, you look. Let me tell you something. If you ever go around country people, you can tell you're around real country people when they got a box fan in the window for the air conditioner. But
That's central air conditioning right
there
there.
you go. There you go.
What you got to do is you open up the freezer, right? Because it's on the other side of the house, and this is the only window open. And the house, it's a trailer home, so it's basically a hallway with doors on the side of it. It's just
Hold up.
right. This is the back window.
Yeah.
the freezer ain't got no beeper on it because he opened it enough. He's got the air conditioner running, so his wife ain't hollering at him.
He grew up like I did. He knows.
But I'm telling you, I have put a mini box fans in a window. Matter of fact, in college, the dorms where I stayed in on the south end, some of them had ACs. I had AC in mine. Some of the other ones didn't. If you've ever been in the college dorm room in Raleigh, North Carolina in August, June, July, August, September, and you ain't got no air conditioner, woo, look, it's rough, Bo. People,
It's rough.
I can't tell you how many dorm fridges people burnt up because it was so damn hot. They did exactly what you said. They had the box fan in the window with the refrigerator open, and that little dorm fridge was over there smoking and shaking, trying to keep up.
Hey,
But it was hot.
when you know it's hot when the box fan is just up against the freezer, blowing all that out.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on out here, cold water.
Hey, kids, we are eating everything tonight. We're having stew because everything in the freezer's got to get cooked because we got to put the air conditioner on.
The catfish is a bit mushy. Just pretend it's oatmeal. Let's go.
Oh,
So, did you guys? I don't know if you guys watch my videos or anything, but
Yes, we
did
do.
you guys? Did
We're
you guys
good
notice that I'm painting baits now?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm getting pretty decent at it. It's been fun. Like, I love it. Oh yeah, we talked about that earlier. I love the art of it. It was really really fun.
What I mean, all right, so a lot of folks do. Are you doing it because you want that expression to kind of get that out there, or is this something
Right.
more
It's
than that?
like any old addiction, you got to keep feeding it. And when I'm doing canvases, it takes forever, and I need the down and look at things, pencil some stuff in, erase it because I think it looks dumb. And canvases take me forever. But these little liplesses, I mean, you can get in there, you can, get the little details in there, and then, an hour later, you're done with one,
Yeah.
and it's popped off you can like walk away, let that paint dry, you come back, and then you're like, all right, I know where we're gonna go from here. I take a while to draw, I take a while to paint. So
But are you doing this for you, or are you doing this to make a product?
I don't know yet. I think I want to sell. I think I want to sell them.
Okay.
But for now, it's just to scratch the art itch.
I think that's the best way to take it. I think sometimes when people get caught up, whether it be bait making or sitting on TikTok or whatever, right? Everybody's got to have like an edge on like, how can I make money? This and that, blah, 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 right? But sometimes you should just do it for the outlet of it, right? Like
the outlet, exactly.
right? Like just make the fucking baits because you like making them, or make funny fucking videos. If you get a shit ton of followers, that's dope. And if you can make some money off that, that's dope, but don't make it a thing. I think what I'm trying to say is like, maybe I think you're the best spokesman for this on just fucking do you and do what you want to do to make you feel good, right? And obviously in a safe way, but like make some fucking baits because they look dope, and that scratches that itch. I feel that all the time. We've got a whole series on TikTok right now where they're like overly produced and edited storytelling videos, right? And they don't get a lot of views. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. I like making them, and I don't give a shit. And it's
the reviews don't get a lot of views. I don't know what that's about. I think it's basically the algorithm. They know that you're trying to sell some products, so they just try to like hold it back a few.
No, I think okay, so honestly, no. I think if you're gonna try to sell them, I think you have built a brand where you haven't sold stuff, right? And then when you try to sell something, people are gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? And they're gonna switch off of it, right? Like, honestly, that's what I think it could be. I'm obviously no expert. Your view count's way higher than mine. Not that that's everything, but
yes,
I don't.
Yes, it is. It is absolutely.
It is. Well,
I mean,
for sure.
Don't worry. They're all like prost accounts. It's not real views.
No, it's not Instagram.
They're just like they're just
No,
fake men. They're men trying to pretend to be women. Like the
No.
last one was clearly a porn star that I'm very familiar with, and trying to tell me your name is Steve with
Yeah.
Angela White's face on. Get out of here, man.
Yo, dude, I'd hang out with Steve.
You know Steve? That guy is funny as shit.
Steve Irwin.
No, I think sometimes it's okay to just do something. Like, it doesn't have to go.
What you're saying is you don't have to turn a business. You don't have to turn it into a business. If you're doing it for fun, just enjoy what you're doing.
And here's my segue for all of it is that is what I think brought most people to your account is you are having so much fun.
Time.
You know what I mean? You bring a lightheartedness to everything. Not everything has to be like, all right. So like, I don't know if you know me and Paul's dynamic. Like Paul's a tournament kayak fisherman, right? That's his thing.
Hey, let's preface it. I pretend to be.
He does.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
So he's basically a bass hole. I get it.
Yeah. He's not really good at it. And I do content creation. Like I do YouTube is really like why we started this podcast. I did YouTube. I still do, but like the podcast is supposed to drive blah, 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 right? But now we've seen all these other creators on this show, and you are unique. I'm going to tell you this right now because what we've had on this show is what you put out in your videos. You've been genuine. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out on TMZ. Because once this goes live, it's going to be everywhere. You're going to be flocked at the airports of Eastern Shore. That little
Let's go.
Yeah, that little one runway airport is going to be flocked looking for you. But
this is hey, real quick. I'm going to try to make this work. Let me see if I can make this work.
What are you doing?
When I get on TikTok and this shit pops up, this just it gives me a little tingly in my dingly. Just hold on.
What's up, TikTok? It's your boy Tiny with T2P breaking news.
I love it, man. Let's go.
I'm telling you, you're like, what's up, TikTok? This is your boy Tiny. Like, it's
look, if you wanted to go sell cars, used cars, or new cars, and
not new cars.
I walked up, I'm like, what's up, man? This is Tiny2Polez, your boy Tiny. Would like come buy my car? I'm like, bitch, sell it. Sell me. I'm buying right now.
This car's got an ice cream maker. Fuck McDonald's. This one always works. Let's go.
Again, not new cars. Tiny, I'm going to be real with you.
I'm selling ice cream trucks.
If I showed up at the Subaru dealership and you were there to sell me a brand new Subaru, I would not buy one. But
I would not buy one.
But
what if I had an Australian piratey accent? I was like,
let's hear it.
Hello. Are you interested in buying a Subaru? Well, I got a Subaru for you. This here's an Outback. It's got a pickup truck in the back and a little wing ding in the front. You can catch yourself a shark and throw it right in the back here and drive it back to Arizona where they've never even seen a fucking shark.
Oh,
dude, you're not gonna buy that Subaru?
No,
that wasn't very Australian, but it was very piratey. I'm impressed. You sound
and I don't
like,
know how it. I don't know how it's possible, but I literally just bought an Outback on my phone. So, I use discount code Tiny2Polez 15, and I say 15% on.
Let's go. I got a promo code for that, man.
But
I also pro staff for Orange, by the way. I don't know if anybody was noticed
the
that.
Fruit, like the fruit.
No, the color.
Okay.
Yeah. So last year we were in third place. Red was in front of us. This year we're actually in front of Red. That's a big accomplishment. Shout out to Orange.
Who was in second if Red was in first and you were in third?
Well, no, Red was in second. Gold has always been in first. We are like, it's gold, orange, red, and it just works its way back down the loser.
Gold might be the stupidest color ever discovered.
Look at your shirt, dickhead.
I was
that bitch is yellow.
I beg to differ. The walleye love the gold.
Okay, Paul's color.
Yeah, we don't have walleye down here in North Carolina.
Oh, so you're jealous, you bastard. That's what it is.
I'm not jealous to catch a fish that, like, when you catch one, it's exciting.
Paul, he's talking about how you're... No, Paul, he's talking about how you're colorblind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am colorblind, so stick your head in doo doo.
I love the soundboard. I need to get
It's
one of those.
awful. No, you
Do you
don't.
have a link on Amazon?
Yes, this you can get the soundboard for $130. It's amazing. And
You have
can
a
pay,
you have a
can pay
promo
another
code to go with
$20.
it?
Yeah, it's go
definitely
fuck
not.
yourself 15.
For 15% extra. Let's go.
Exactly.
Definitely not. Hey, the first 2 episodes I had this, Alex would get so angry.
Oh my god.
I mean, because I would just hit every button. Matter of fact, I need to get some new sounds on here.
You
because
do.
some of these. Yeah, that's
Nobody gives a
stupid.
shit about that one. That one's awful.
I think you should have the
That
Tiny
That was
2Polez
good.
theme song on there, to be honest with you.
I think so too.
I think I should have. I should have that. Can you sing?
I do believe that I have the most theme songs out of anyone on TikTok.
Whoa. On all
I-
of TikTok.
Wow.
He's not talking
All
about
of
fish talk.
There's
He's
more
saying
people
all
on
of
TikTok than
TikTok.
there are people in the world. That's
I
pretty impressive.
just there are more people.
Listen,
Okay,
we're gonna release
that got me.
this.
Pat, 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 pat.
We're gonna
That got
release
me.
this, and user 123456789 is gonna argue with it instantly.
Yeah, instantly. He's like, no, Paul Walker has 4 songs. You only have 3, dickhead.
Paul Walker's got 4 songs, but they're all crashing to
Sad, fucking sad songs, bro. Just no upbeat tempo. I got a country theme song, a rap song, 2 rap songs,
Did you make
3
those
rap
too?
songs, and a country.
Are
I
you a
just need to
music
get like an
producer as well?
alternative grunge one, and I'm
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
A hard rock. We're working on it. We're
I
doing big
love that
things.
I
You
made
need an
it.
opera one.
I love that.
Oh yeah. Figaro. That would be dope.
No,
Tiny 2Polez.
all right, that would be. All right,
It's
that
your
would be.
money and you want it now.
It's my money, and god damn it, I want it now.
Yes. Thanks for the tiny dinies.
Those
Yes.
JG Wentworth commercials, man, if they would put them, I wish
Paul,
they
how
were
do
on like Netflix and Hulu. Those were the best commercials.
Paul, how do we get? It's not they were. They're still out there. How do we?
I
get
love
sponsored by
doing
JG Wentworth?
infomercials.
Oh God,
I wish
you know
people would
what?
give me products. Like I wish I could get more feedback
Yeah.
from the TikTok community. I want people to be like, you post a video of what you want to see, and then
Yeah.
we'll do it. You know, like, what do you want me
What
to
do you
sell? Musky tiger butthole baits or something, you know, and then I'll infomercial that.
Yeah.
Like,
All
these
right.
baits are so good, a tiger muskie will bite it with its butthole.
All right, hold on. I got you right now, Tiny. I want you to give a promo on Bass and Brews.
A promo?
On
So-
Bass and Brews.
Okay,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I got you.
All right,
got
let's
you.
hear it.
Oh, right now?
Yeah. Off the cuff, freestyle.
Oh, promo for Bass and Brews. Here we go.
Yeah.
Are you tired of that regular radio? Are you sick and tired of watching YouTube? Well, come on down to Bass and Brews and we'll get you to laugh your ass off. And guess what? We've got real fishermen. No, not that guy. The guy in the yellow shirt. Oh, wait a minute. It's backwards. No, I did see your
Amazing.
last video. I've seen a lot of videos with Alex fishing.
Oh,
And I noticed that he's one of those guys who goes, man, the scenery was beautiful.
I do.
Yeah, he's
I
all
like
about
a
The
good-
temperature was great.
Yep.
No wind on the water. And not a
Yep.
goddamn fish in this
Not a
pond or
goddamn
lake.
fish. Nope, you're right.
There's fucking nowhere.
It's I try to be real fancy.
Bro, just get live scope on that banana tube you got.
no,
And
I don't even run a regular fucking graph, let alone live stream.
oh, you got to get some of that stuff. It literally says in the ad, it makes fishing way easier. I mean, it says it in the ad.
No, I got it. I'm cutting that one.
I mean, or just break down and throw a minnow out there. Christ, bro. Just
Oh, I throw a shit ton of minnows. What I don't
Okay.
show in a lot of videos, actually, you could roll back on my YouTube channel a couple years ago. I did throw it crappie fishing with minnows.
a cast
Money.
net.
money.
No, I mean, like I'll throw
Yeah.
like a crappie with a little float on top, or I'm sorry, a minnow with a little float on top for crappie. I did. Listen, I sat into it where I kept the clicker, right? I had a clicker. It was over 150 crappie in about 2 hours.
Nice.
In a kayak with fucking minnows to the point where I was catching smaller crappie, and then I just threw them bitches on because I ran out. Dude, it was solid video. It's underrated. It's on my channel.
He didn't keep and eat a nary one of them.
Not one of them.
Oh my God! So
Hold on. It's because I live in South New Jersey. I'm not trying to get AIDS the non-fun way.
The non-fun way, opposed to prison sex. I got it.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's the best way to get it, to be honest with you.
I mean, I was thinking about like just needles and tattoos, but you're right. Let's do the full trifecta.
I mean, you said fun. I didn't know how fun we were gonna make it. I had a video where someone made a comment and they said, "You're not a real fisherman if you don't eat your catch."
Okay.
And how do you feel about that, Alex?
I don't. So like, okay. So I'm conflicted on it, right? So when I fish saltwater, I'll eat everything. Freshwater,
Gotcha.
I don't.
You sound like my mom.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry.
Well, your mom must smoke a fuck ton of cigarettes.
No, I will. As a kid, I ate a shit ton of like freshwater, but I grew up in Washington State and summers in Alaska, so I've tasted like real delicious fish. I don't need to eat.
Have you ever eaten a blue catfish before?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No. I mean, like I've tried. So every fish minus bass. I have not tried bass.
They're gross.
So everything that I've
Delicious.
caught, I've eaten chain pickerel. I've eaten fucking white perch. I've eaten all that shit.
Trouser trout.
Trouser trout. That's the fucking best name ever for a pickerel. That's holy shit. I've heard snot rocket. I've heard all that other shit, but trouser trout. Yeah. Trouser trout.
One of my favorite fishes too. I'm a little picky though. I like Matty Ice's. He cooks it perfectly. Yeah. Are you guys familiar with the Matty Ice?
No.
He's a fly fisherman.
I thought you said natty ice.
Yeah,
no, Matty as in
the 8% natural ice.
Yeah, he just gets drunk as fuck and eats that shit like Gollum.
Would be a good name. He's a fly fisherman, so he got me into fly fishing. Okay. And I got to tell you, best way to catch a dink is with a fly pole.
Yeah, you're uppity then. You're a fly fisherman, huh?
I get him. I gotta look. I wanted to be able to say I could do it all. You know what I mean? Like I'm that guy. I want to be the guy who can do it all. I taught myself how to weld. Taught myself how to tattoo.
Okay.
I'm just like I want to be able to do it all.
Time out.
All right.
Time out. No, hold on. Hold the fuck on. This fishing podcast. Who let you practice on them to learn yourself how to tattoo? Like, does your wife have a bunch of shitty tattoos on like her back and legs or something? Because I don't see no tattoos on you. Like, who let you practice learning how to be a tattooer?
His kids.
Self-taught. Like, it's one thing being in the garage learning how to weld and being in the garage and learning how to, hey, honey, come here. I got an idea. Take your shirt off. Lay on this table. Look at this.
Yep.
So
my wife has
a 5-year-old wrote it with Sharpie on her back.
My wife has a mural of Pee Wee Herman that looks really, really close to Hitler because, like I put too much shade under the nose. And
I can't with this episode. Oh my god, it's so good.
Dope boys, man. Dope boys want tattoos, and usually it's the best tattoos to learn on. They all want letters because their gangs are FOE and BOA and DBB and GA. They're all because they don't want to spell, So they just give themselves like a small acronym and be like, that's our gang.
BAB, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Bass
Bass
and
and
Brews.
baby.
Right,
Alex,
exactly.
we need to get Bass
BAB.
and Brews on our lower back.
I'm out of the I'm out of the military now, so I'm looking to get one right under my eye, right here.
Right.
Yeah.
Like just a fucking crappie right here with like a little small jig sitting out of its. I love it. Hey, I'll tattoo that motherfucker. Don't play with me.
Actually,
For
what I'd
free.
like is a fishing pole, but just make it kind of look like a dick and balls. That's all I really want. Just right
Oh,
there.
so it's gonna look like a fly rod.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. That's a thick ass. That's a super thick wiener.
And Chris, hey, shout out to Chris. We're targeting you right now, girl. You look ridiculous.
Chris Jericho.
No, not Chris Jericho. Why are you back on wrestling? Are you
I
still
don't
on
know.
my
I don't know.
YouTube feed? She knows
So-
who she is.
Are you guys big fans of wrestling?
I
I
am.
used to be back in
Yeah.
like the late '90s with The Rock and Goldberg and Stone Cold and
That's when it got bad.
Yeah,
Anybody? That's
No,
when it
so-
got bad. What about
bad
the
right after
Ultimate
that.
Warrior?
Yeah, dude.
those were
Parts
good times.
unknown, brother.
Those were good
Parts
times.
unknown.
It's my guy.
Yeah,
It
so
started
I
getting
was-
bad about 2001.
I
That's
was
when the shit
super
went
into
downhill.
wrestling as a kid up until like 98. And then for some reason during the pandemic, I got really into wrestling. And now I'm a 38-year-old man who watches a
Tiny.
shit ton of professional
Tiny,
wrestling.
listen to this. Alex goes on his tours in the Coast Guard, and he gives me everything to run this podcast.
Mhm.
So I have all of his logins. I'm putting shit on YouTube. And so I log into his YouTube and I'm doing something. And a day later, at some point I go on to YouTube to go watch videos. I'm like, God, what the fuck? Why do I have all these fucking wrestling videos and skateboard
I fucking
videos?
love
And,
wrestling.
the thing. And I'm sitting here, I'm
skateboarding.
like, and I'm trying to find my fishing video. I'm like, where? Because all I'm watching is fishing videos. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look up and it's Alex. And it's
Yep.
wrestling videos
Yep.
and skateboarding videos. I'm
Fucking
like,
love
this
it.
motherfucker.
Listen.
So what is it about wrestling? Is it so entertaining? Is it the drama?
The
Is it the
drama.
Vaseline?
Nope,
Is it the
nope.
underwear?
It's the drama. 100%.
The drama?
I'm a 38-year-old man. I have 2 kids and a wife, and to be honest, I have 0 drama in my life. There's
Ooh.
no me and my wife have an excellent marriage where we don't like really fight because she's from New Jersey, so we kind of constantly bicker all the time, so we don't have big fights, right?
Right.
She just throws shit at Alex and he
Like-
hides.
Yep. Yep. Basically. And I mean, we had a little drama with me being gone for a year, right? That was a big drama. But now, like, specifically, I'm home. So the kids are good. They're great. They're awesome at school. They're 2 beautiful little princesses. It's fucking awesome. Do you know what I want to see? I want to see somebody spit in some other dude's face and tell him I fucked your wife. And that's what I get from wrestling. Yeah. Yeah.
Or you could just sit on my couch. So because you guys have no problem. So your wife is like, hey, bud, you've had a long day. Go fishing, will you?
I have no problem with that.
No problem. Yeah, see, I don't have that issue either. If I'm
Yeah.
like, hey babe, I'm going fishing, I'll see you in 14 hours. And she's just like, yeah, dinner will be done.
I mean, if I got like shit, all right, to be honest, like let's say I slack, everybody's got that honey-do list, right? And let's say I slacked on it and didn't get what I need. I might get a little shit, but for the most part, my wife knows like fishing is therapy for me. I need to go out. I need to be in that little plastic boat floating around pretending that I catch fish. And she understands that. I don't get a lot of flack for it.
Not me. I'll drive down the road going from job to job and I'll see this lady cutting her fucking grass and I'll videotape it for 10 minutes and then I'll send it to my wife. You see that shit?
Oh, well,
she's cutting the grass.
Yeah, so my wife works. my wife works way harder than me, even when I was in the military. She's
of course, you're in the Coast Guard. She could have been like a swim instructor.
She's a mail lady.
Hey,
a mail lady, right? Yeah,
she is.
She delivers furniture in 100-pound bags of dog food.
But just so we're
Like,
clear,
exactly.
I might actually leave the show So the new Bass and Brews is going to be Paul and Tiny, two people that hate troops. So just make sure we're clear on that one.
That's not true. We don't hate the troops. We just don't see the Coast Guard as part of it. That's all.
Don't put we in this. This is all you, Tiny. I love the Coast Guard. Them motherfuckers are our front line to defense on our coastal waters.
Also the oldest ongoing service ever.
I mean, like on a hard day.
Spaniards?
I mean, what are you scooting pelicans off people's yachts? Like, what's a rough day at the Coast Guard?
Day. Okay. Yeah, I fucking hate you, Tiny, right now.
You guys ask a professional shit talker to come on your show, and shit will be talked.
It's it.
Like, I'm your wife, but less boobs.
Way less boobs.
Way less boobs.
You got way more hair on your face and less on your head.
Yes.
I mean, she's from Jersey. Give her a few more years. She's young.
Oh, she listens to the podcast. She's gonna hate you now. You're
dead.
Look.
Okay, guys, this was my last time. This has been great. I just want y'all to know that I had a good time.
Look, no, you're not gonna get in trouble. Alex is gonna.
I'm gonna be in trouble. How dare you put him on this show? You know what's funny? Not only does
he said I had a mustache.
Not only does Amanda watch, but my mother-in-law, Amanda's mom, also watches and listens. So
so you're dead on all kinds of levels.
I'm used to it at this point. It's all right.
Yeah. Well,
all right. Made it 2 years with me, so we're all right.
All right. So Tiny, we're about ready to get to the end of this show. Before we get there, we're gonna get to the only scripted but most important part of the show. Right. This is gonna we've had people come on this show and answer this line of questioning, and they have risen to the highest heights of celebrity. But
I just want you to know before we start flashing pictures, they all look like vaginas to me.
Tiny, it's my show. It's my show, Tiny.
It's our show, bitch.
I already said it was my show, but okay.
Nope. And then
it's our show now.
They've hit the highest of heights of celebrity, but they've also hit the lowest of the dark waters. So
that was a good cartoon.
Yeah.
Dark waters.
Wasn't talking about the cartoon, talking about the podcast. But
was it like Pokemon?
No. This was before your time. Brown beard.
No, I remember
this was
Pokemon or Dark Waters.
Dark Waters, you know.
Before my time. Who's older, Alex or me?
I'm gonna go with Alex.
Thank you.
I'm 38. He's like 41.
Yeah,
40. Oh, damn! Hell, you're older than me. Then you should know Dark Waters.
He should. Yeah, but he's a country.
I grew up in Mackie, South Carolina.
Yeah. He didn't have a TV.
I did.
Oh, damn!
I did, but it
was just two cousins playing in a picture frame.
I get it. You didn't have Nickelodeon. Let's move on to the end of the show.
So before we get to this line of questioning, that's either going to make or break you, I want to give you a chance to shout out anybody, any props, any shout outs that you'd like to give.
I would like to shout out my boy KD from KD Rods. My man Swampers from Swamp Stick Rods.
Get it.
EA Bayco, Invasive Lures.
Yep.
Ray White from the Bait Shop. Rocket Slug, who keeps all my lures in my tackle box. There's so many. Philsmeyer Flies for having the most sexy game changers out there.
Ribbon Dancer.
Broctoctomus Leaders, who caught me my PB stick, by the way, 200-pound stick. Who else? And everybody on TikTok who shows the love.
Time to fuck out.
What?
Like a real
got his
stick,
PB
like
stick.
A log.
Yeah. Like, so there was an oak tree, I guess, under the water, and I hooked into it. She was pulling drag. I thought this was a monster, and I'm pulling it in, and it seems to be a very small stick. And so I grabbed the stick. Come to find out, it's a whole fucking tree. It had to been like 25 foot long. PB stick for sure, dude. And here's the thing, like, I'm not a rich guy. I know I've done some rich guy shit, but I'm not a rich guy, and those lead's $1 an ounce. So like,
Yeah.
I need my weight back, please. You can keep the hook, just want the rest of that shit.
That's
And
the
so
biggest.
ever
That's
since
the
I got
biggest wood
True
you've ever
Braid.
held in your hand.
Hey, big
True
shout out
Braid.
to my guy Alex at True Braid, because if
You're
it
welcome.
wasn't for True Braid, I would have never caught my PB stick.
If it wasn't for those folks, you'd have never had the biggest piece of wood in your hands you've ever held.
Oh, absolutely. That was the most wood I've ever handled, except for when I pee. Yeah.
Sponsored by True Braid.
Love
Except
True
one
Braid.
is like the catfish belly, and one's like a real piece of wood.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Paul, you ready for this glass breaking? Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
All right.
Are you? Do you
Tiny.
have the questions out, or do I have
I
to
do.
fucking pull up my stupid ass phone?
No,
so
I
you
got
don't
it. I got
fucking
it.
forget?
I
Tiny,
got this.
we're about ready to hit the patent pending, hardest hitting questions in the
Lipless, best lure
podcasting game.
ever.
Nope.
All right.
This is called the shotgun round.
Okay.
Oh, wrong button. But
Oh,
we're gonna have to
you
roll with it.
dickhead.
That's
Anyway,
not a
so
button. Don't let
we're
him
gonna-
lie. That wasn't a button.
We're gonna these questions are gonna come out. They're rapid fire. We don't need an explanation like you are running for office. What we need is your off the top of the brain answer.
Boom.
Okay,
ready?
but T2P for presidential 2024. Just saying, I
All
will be
right.
running.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey, what's your real name? What's your real name, Tiny?
That is my real name.
What?
Tiny.
Tiny.
It's Tiny.
All right.
It's Tiny.
All right. Texas or wacky rig?
Lipless. Texas rig.
Solid.
But
Crocs
he
or
don't buy.
flops?
He doesn't buy worms. He's
I
already
know.
said
Who
it.
the fuck buys worms?
Texas or I'm sorry, Crocs or flops?
Slides. Flops. Slides.
Oh my! I'm disappointed in you.
Mm-hmm.
Disappointment rains upon my face.
You're on the way to the water. Is it slow jams or hype music?
Hype music.
I figured that one.
What
There's
hype
no way.
music? What do we listen
Yeah.
to? Some
We
death metal?
are Give It Gas by Upchurch.
Okay.
People's Champ by Upchurch. Those are my theme songs when
A lot
I'm
of Upchurch on there.
yeah, a lot of Upchurch. A
Yeah.
lot of Upchurch. I do definitely like Demon Jones and some Calhoun.
Some Kenny fucking G.
I'm still on the podcast. About 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Is that a bird?
Okay.
It's definitely a cockatoo.
Is that a bird?
Yes.
You have a bird?
Okay, so we're doing that now.
He
Oh,
left to go get a bird.
you left to go get a bird. Wait,
It
oh,
is.
look at that pretty
a fucking
bird. Pretty
parakeet.
bird.
Look at
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
just like my wife.
Nah. Just-
That bird ain't never kissed you before. Look at him. He's
Never.
like, "You bitch."
all right.
She just wants to pick crackers out of my beard.
There we go. I
all
need
right.
that
Are you
bird
going to spend more on a rod or a reel?
Rod.
Catfishman through and through. Love it.
then.
Pineapple on pizza. Yes or no?
Fucking no.
Yes, my
You're-
man. I love you.
Nope. That's it was a great show. That's fine.
I'd rather put anchovy dicks all over it than pineapple.
I'm pretty sure they don't have penises, but I do like good
They
anchovy,
might.
though.
I might.
I mean, they make anchovy babies. There's got to be something there.
Yeah, that's true. If you're
I got
sitting,
nipples. Can you milk me?
if you're sitting in
Technically,
fish-
you can lactate.
if you're sitting in fishing,
My titties are big enough
oh
right
my
now.
God,
If I
shut
lactated, I
up,
would
Paul.
be surprised.
Paul, you're done.
Tiny
Paul.
Alex can't handle us, buddy. All right, go ahead.
Jelly
Alex.
bean nipple or pepperoni? That's my question.
Wait, what?
Jelly bean.
Jelly bean.
Yeah, he
They're
can't
glass-
be milked.
they're
Anyways.
glass cutters. All right. Tiny
3 hour
Alex is
session.
going to cut us off. Go
3
ahead,
hour,
Alex.
3 hour session. Would you rather catch 5 2-pounders bass or 1 7-pound bass?
5.
Okay, I dig it. I respect it.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yep. Have you ever eaten beaver?
The animal? Yes.
Okay.
How'd you
And the
prepare it?
clam. I mean, both.
How'd you prepare it?
Well, so I usually take one leg and throw it over each shoulder.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
Yep.
because it doesn't fit on the grill if it's spatchcock.
Yeah.
Hey, stop. I'm on a podcast. No, we don't grill our beaver here. We like it cold and icy like our bed.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Interesting.
Paul,
I thought you said these were going to be shotgun fire, rapid
They
fire.
They are, but we can chastise you after you answer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
100%. Yeah, it's
Do
our
you eat
show.
largemouth bass?
Yeah, we already know
No,
that.
they taste like muddy water.
No, they don't. You just don't know how to cook them. You probably
Listen.
don't even deep fry your fish.
I definitely do deep fry my
Yeah, he
fish.
eats catfish. Of course he does.
I fry my fish, my friend.
Yeah.
And we put Louisiana lemon on there.
Mm.
Come here.
That bird is the new
Y'all,
star of the
he's
show.
fighting the bird.
He's mad. All right,
that
man.
bird's pissed because you better feed that bitch or he's gonna be pecking on your eyeballs tonight.
All right. Every great fisherman loves a good sandwich, Tiny. What are your top 3 sandwich proteins?
Top 3 sandwich proteins. I would have to say honey ham,
Yes.
catfish taco. That's a sandwich, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fried catfish. And you said top 3?
Yep. One more.
I'd have to go with Doritos.
Oh, my God. Okay. There we go. There we got a new one. We have a
That's
new
a
one.
new one.
That bitch ain't got no protein in it.
That ain't got no protein.
Bro, you don't know that about the Doritos.
I do.
There might be some protein in there.
Nope.
There
there's
might
no
be
protein.
some protein in it, but it ain't a protein. It is a
What if you dip your
carbohydrate.
Dorito? What if you dip your Dorito in something? Does that count as
Like
a protein?
cheese?
No,
Is
no,
cheese a
no. What was
protein?
the question?
Like you dip it in cheese?
Absolutely, cheese is a protein. Comes from
No,
nipples.
here we go. This man took over Bailey
yeah.
and Delirious because
You are
we
going to
have
be
potato
famous.
chips and cheese as a
You're going
protein.
to be famous for the Dorito comment now.
Well, it's not a potato chip. A Dorito is a corn chip made out of corn, not taters.
Which is definitely a protein. Corn is definitely a protein.
Nope.
Are you sure?
No.
It's a grain.
Do I gotta re-guess now? Do I gotta rename another protein now? Or
No, you
No,
done fucked
no,
up.
no.
Nope.
Okay,
You
we're
have
rolling.
made
Okay,
mistakes.
cool.
You have
Yeah.
made.
We're
Look, let me tell
rolling.
you something.
Like this is
You-
edited.
You will be never. You will be always
Yeah.
mentioned on Bass and Bruce podcast from here till the end of time. Because
You're in
one of
the
your
esh-
top 3 sandwich proteins was a
Was Dorito.
fucking Dorito.
You guys have never had a Dorito sandwich? Just like
I have had a Dorito sandwich,
Yes,
and
but
they're
when
delicious. It's not a protein. Tiny.
Yeah, when somebody asks me a protein in a sandwich, I've never said Dorito.
Tiny.
Well-
Since you won't tell us your real name, I'm calling you Daryl. And
Daryl.
Dorito.
Oh shit! So I was doing a tattoo party, right? And this black dude walks up to me and says, "My name is Darrell." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, Daryl. You're not French." Darrell, get out of here with that. You're Daryl.
All right.
said
Tiny,
the
hold
man
on
who
a
thinks
minute.
a potato chip, a fucking chip is part of a protein sandwich.
It's
Hold
definitely
on a minute, Tiny. We got to do our outro here. And by that, I mean,
All right.
you guys need to make sure you check the new and improved